Good day, it's Arno Klaasen here from Lifewise, and today we talk about the next pillar in the 10 pillars of manhood. Today we are at pillar number 7, and we call it a team builder, Before we get to this pillar, maybe I just want to say something that is very important. You must understand that what we portray here as the 10 pillars is not 10 demands and commands that's on man at the end of the day. It is 10 pillars that is the mirror of your own being, of what God has made you already. It is not something you need to become. It is something that you are. Yes, you need to activate it. Yes, you need to experience it. Yes, you need to execute it in life. That is true in terms of the conduct. But in terms of your positional, that is who you already are in your spirit. When you listen to the 10 pillars of manhood, you listen to an explanation that is a mirror of who you are as a man. Remember that very clearly. This is not a demand and a command. This is a mirror. This is what man is all about. You see, how many marriages must you have to be the perfect man in the marriage? Well, none, because you are already the perfect man before you marry. You just need to discover the man and then activate that man that is in you and believe in that man. Because this is maybe one of the most important things, that if you do not believe this is who you really already are, you will never be able to live it. You will try to become it and not knowing that is who you are. That is extremely important. What is portrayed here is the mirror of who you are in your spirit. How many children must you have to become a good parent? None, because everything is already there in your spirit. Everything is already there in womanhood. Everything is already there in manhood. Everything is there through the cross and resurrection. There's nothing we need to become in this world. There's only something that we need to get to know who we are and then live and be who we are. So remember this, that the 10 pillars of manhood is a declaration of your manhood. It's a declaration of confidence of God concerning your manhood. It's a declaration of the mandate that's already in your life. It's a declaration of the creative purpose that's in your life and the authority that was given to you to execute it and to live it. It is a declaration of absolute confidence of what God is declaring over you as who you already are. You don't need experience to become it, because you are it. You just need experience to be it and to experience it and to live it successfully. So in the light of that, I want to go on with what we have as pillar number 7, a team builder. The man is a team builder. Wherever man goes, he initiates things. He's part of a bigger thing. He initiates the bigger thing, the marriage, the family, the bigger community, the bigger extended family. Everywhere man goes, he needs to build teams. And this is nothing else than creating community. We need to create community, because a team is people that are in community with each other and working together in peace and in synchronizing and whatever it is all about. A family in a home is nothing else than a team. A marriage is nothing else than a team. So the man in himself is a team builder. He constantly needs to keep things together. And his biggest help in this process is the woman, of course. And she must not oppose him. She must work together with him. You cannot have two team builders. You can only have one that gives the initiative and the other one that help in the process. And that doesn't make the man better than the woman. Nothing. Man is nothing better than the woman. Actually, women are part of manhood. The one cannot be better than the other, because the one is the other and the other one is the other one. Together they are the original. The original Adam was taken, womanhood was taken out of him, and together they are one, and together they are the whole picture of God's plan for man on earth. So the man is a team builder in marriage, in his family. He's the one that's the initiator of everything that flows out of man, flows into further ripples, into marriage, into family and extended family and community and business and everything. And man is the initiator of love, of plans, of ideas, and all these things that's rippling into society. Man is the leader that must find the purpose of every unity that he's working in. He must know what is the purpose, the creative purpose, the plan, the strategy that God is giving him in this whole process. He must get it from God. He's the visionary in the process. He's the one that must find God's heart, God's plan, God's goals, God's strategy in this whole process. Therefore, man is the leader, but the leader is the leader of other people that follow. And therefore, he's the head or the team leader. Team means, T-E-I-M means together everyone achieves more. Listen clearly, together everyone achieves more, the M. And that is what it's all about. Man was made as a community being. Man is a person that functions not on his own, but in communities, in groups. That's why the basic group is the home, where the basic team is the home. That's the basic point of anchoring in society, is the home. It's not the church, it's the home. Church is anchored in the home where you find the congregation. The Bible tells us 5 times of the congregation that is in your home. That's very important, because the home is the anchor place in society of congregation. It is not Sunday services. And therefore the most important part, or the most important leader in congregation is every man in his home. Because he needs to keep together the congregation that's in the home. He's the pastor of the home. He's the leader of the home. He's everything of the home. That's why man is key in society. Society will become like man, or man will become like society. Either of the two. There's no other way. And God's purpose was for man to set the tone and to produce love and initiatives and ideas, and to let it flow into society, and let society get into some level that is something better in life. That is the original plan of God. And therefore man is the team leader in the process, and the woman is the biggest helper in this process. She's not inferior in this process, because in essence she handle and manifest and execute all of manhood, just in a amplifying mode and not in the initiating mode. Hear clearly, the women are everything in manhood, but in an amplifying mode and not in the initiating mode. Therefore, womanhood is nothing inferior to manhood, because manhood will never come to its full manifestation if there's not an amplifier in the process that can exalt and make greater what is coming to her. You give a woman something, she gives something bigger back. As Miles Monroe always said, you give a seed, she gives a child back. The woman has got the possibility in womanhood to amplify and make bigger and greater and bring to the full manifestation whatever is in manhood. Therefore, behind every man, or with every man that's successful and living successful, there is a successful wife. Why? Because she brings it eventually to the biggest way of success, and exploiting it, not exploiting, making it bigger and let it manifest to its fullness. That's what womanhood is all about. She makes it better and more and bigger. We must know the difference between manhood and womanhood. And yes, we're not going to go into that in this session. Maybe one day I will talk about that. But that is very important, to understand the flow together, to understand this whole thing that woman was taken out of man. And in this whole process, we must not, as a man, try to replace the woman, and the woman try to replace the man. That we're working in competition and not in completion. God has made us to work in completion towards each other, so that we can live in unity together. You see, the devil wants us to divorce and have quarrels and all these things, because he knows there's big problems for him when there is a unity between manhood and womanhood. Because the unity manifests the fullness of the kingdom. And the unity is the layer, if you can say, wherein the children grows and wherein the children get feeded in terms of all of this. The manhood and the team builder, the manhood and the man is the creator of the next generation. The next generation, because everything in marriage and in manhood is all about reproduction. Reproduction. Man is there to reproduce himself, to initiate and reproduce. That is why, hear me clearly, raising your children is the biggest and the most important project that you will ever have in your life. Because there is no future without children. There is no life without a future generation. Everything on earth will stop if we cannot reproduce it into someone else. Therefore, the biggest success in life is not for yourself to become successful, but to make other people successful and help them to achieve their purpose. Because as you help people to achieve their success, you will come to your success. That is a very important key in success. Success is not my own road where I find my own road to my own success, my own, me, mine, myself. No. Success is in giving yourself for other people, creating this team, depositing yourself in your wife and your children and other people, giving yourself for the good of society, living into the community is the only way in achieving your own success. Because you cannot sit on your own and achieve success. You can only achieve success by reproducing yourself. Because success is reproducing. It is responsibility to take up responsibility to reproduce yourself and to give what you have for other people. We're saying a mouthful today. And you must listen to it because that is who you are. That is not what you must become. That is who you are. But if you don't believe this is who you are, you cannot be what you are. Because you will try to become what you think you are not, and then you will fall into the trap and your manhood will become a pathway of devastation where you will try to get to manhood and to achieve manhood and to prove manhood, and at the end of the day it will fail desperately upon you. Yes, we've said that there's no future without children because children are God's blessing in marriage and it's also God's property in marriage. Your children is the property of God. The wife belongs to the man and the man belongs to the wife, but the children belongs to God, says the Bible. So what do you give God? You need to give God something for the privilege of a marriage. You need to give Him children. You need to give Him a future in whom He can live and stay and have His being eventually. So let's quickly look in a summary way in the implications of this team builder, community creator type of person that we have in manhood. Manhood is therefore the one that keeps everyone together. Manhood is the one that keeps the peace within the team. It's a peacemaker in the team. You need to know how to handle conflict, how to handle the diversity of every person. We are just everyone so different because the power of the team lies in the fact that we are all different. We must not fight the fact that we are different. We must embrace it and bring it together and utilize it and help to get synergy in it so that we can flow together, be a team together and not walk over each other's toes. We keep it together, we make peace, we are a reconciler. We constantly help people to adapt so that they can work together with other people and reconcile when there's something that is hindering. Help them to look according to the Spirit and not according to the flesh. And help to understand that other people's differences are not a threat to your life. It is the biggest help you can get is other people's strong points that can help you, that can support you, that can add to you, that can complement you and make you a better person. Because they have found out stuff that you haven't found out and you need to draw from them and not oppose them and walk away from them and get making groups in the whole process. Yes, man is the stabilizer. Man is the stable factor. Everything is running wild in home, but when man steps into home, it stabilizes everything. It brings purpose, it brings clarity, it brings authority, it brings guiding lines, it brings principles into the situation. Because manhood is about stabilizing, bringing direction, bringing clarity. And yes, this is how we function, this is how we not function, this is the principle. And this is what we do, this is what we not do, this is the next step, this is where we're on our way. And that is what manhood is all about, is to execute all this stabilizing capacity that is in manhood. When a man enters a room, everything is supposed to settle down. To settle down. You are made a person that make things settle down. Yes, sometimes you need to be very strong. Sometimes you need to be very strict in situations. But when you enter, things get better. Because manhood makes everything better. When you enter the room, things get better. All the way unto life, unto abundance. Because that is what is in you. Life and abundance. The name of the game is not survival. It's not quarreling. It's not trying to get, just making some point. No, it is life and abundance. That is what is the heart of manhood. Is life and abundance. It's God's blessing in us. We stabilize it. We help keep the family focused on the main purpose and the goals. We help people get out of this distraction about this and this and this and this, and let them help and focus what it is all about. What is the next thing? What is priority in your life? What is the strategy that we're following? We do not run after everything that is nice and beautiful and good in life. There's lots of good things in life, but we run after the God thing in our lives. We run after the God thing in our lives. That is very important, and that is the thing we need to embrace. So man is a team builder. He's a community creator. He's a stabilizer, a reconciler. It's one that gives life, that reproduce, that stir, that flow into the situation and just make everything better. That is who you are. That is not what you need to become. Yes, that is what you need to experience and get activated in. That is the potential in your spirit. That is who you are. But you need to step out and get skilled in the potential so that the potential can become a lifestyle in your life. So that it can become a lifestyle of experience. From potential to skill to lifestyle. Remember that. But God is speaking to you according to potential. That is who you are. Step out and get the skills. Associate with other men. Help them. Ask them. Let them help you to get the skill. The principles, the skill, the know-how. So that it can become a lifestyle in your life. And you can handle every situation and can bring peace and team into every situation. Thank you very much.